In headlines, the new Dean, Professor Sarah Darrington, was welcomed earlier this month with much jubilation. Some commentators have named her the Students' Dean. And coming up later in the broadcast, the annual UQ Megaphone Contest. Not everyone's a winner. We met the contestants with interesting results. Hello and welcome back to Law 24. Coming up later in the show, Bow Wow. Dogs that know that you're lactose intolerant and will bark at you when you try to drink milk. But first, fashion cops.
Thanks, Tim. They were supposed to clear up a beautiful sandstone campus, tainted by cargo pants, high school seniors' jerseys, and Oxford hoodies. But 6 months after the University of Queensland set up its crack team of style enforcers, the Sartorial Task Force United, or STFU, has come under fire. A series of corruption allegations has seen its reputation go up in flames, like a row of surfboards on a Hawaiian shirt. Here with more, Tom Thompson.
It was summer at St. Lucia. The weather was hot. The clothing trends were not. Sergeant Michael Jones had been placed in charge of a 6-man squad, tasked with cracking down on fashion faux pas. We caught up with him as he patrolled his beat.
It is a big campus, full of big personalities. Sometimes too big. Not too big for us, though. Here we go.
The young woman was fined over $500 for wearing an illegal pattern and for insufficient covering of her bum. Sergeant Michael Jones says even after 2 decades in his line of work, he still gets surprises.
Yeah, denim shorts, for example. The denim's here, and the pockets are down here. I'd want a refund. I said I want a refund. Oh, hey, Trenchcoat. Do you know what temperature it is today?
Pardon me?
Wrong. It's 38 degrees. All right, I'm going to fine you $400 for unseasonable apparel.
What? Why are you even filming
Don't
this?
worry about the cameras, mate. Worry about what you're wearing.
This is Hermes. Do you know who my dad is? I'm on the Jessup team.
Couldn't care less. All right, mate. You're going to come with me. We're going to go in Jessup, all right? We're all Jessups. Come on. Yeah, look, you do get a lot of back chat, but I mean, people just don't realise that we're doing this for their sake. I mean, you know, we don't want this place looking like QUT. We just want everyone looking good, you know, looking reasonable, you know.
But since we last caught up with Sergeant Jones and his men, the unit has been looking far from its best, rocked by a series of corruption allegations. Law 24 can reveal that not a single member of the student political party Flesh was fined for wearing party t-shirts during its election campaign. This is despite the fact that Flesh t-shirts are overtly political and far too tight, exposing members' bellies and erect nipples. Some have even called the shirts racist. Professor David Gawenda is an expert in hyperbolic outrage.
These t-shirts, make no mistake about it, directly support apartheid. They are oppressive, they are racist, and they imply that everyone has the same beigey skin tone. I mean, for me, it's up there with White Santa, Baa Black Sheep, paid maternal leave.
Many believe Flesh paid off members of the fashion police to turn a blind eye. But some say the connections between the two groups are more ideological than commercial.
These connections are more ideological than commercial.
Suspicions were roused early on by those who said the fashion police dressed a lot like members of the young LNP, who themselves dressed like men in their 40s, even the women. And as this Venn diagram explains, many members of the Flesh Party also belong to the young LNP. The voices calling upon the university to act have grown steadily louder, even though most students on the campus aren't aware of the scandal or just don't care.
Look, even though the unit was created by the university and receives all of its funding from the university, there's really nothing we can do, even if we wanted to, which we don't. I mean, we can't do anything, that is. Look, I'm sorry, we just can't help.
Sergeant Jones just can't help himself.
Sergeant Jones, where are you going? What do you have to say to those people who say that you're corrupt? That you took bribes?
Say, mate. Nothing at all.
How'd you pay for this
I
bike?
have nothing to say to you.
Pay for it with bribes?
No, nothing to say, buddy.
Where'd you get this bike from?
Why
How
don't you
fast
take
is
a
it? How
hike,
many
take your
cc's?
camera
Is
and
it
piss off.
insured?
Oi, get that on my face.
How about you get out of the face of the people that you ripped off, the people that put their trust in you?
No, mate.
Am I well dressed, Sergeant Jones?
Am
I well dressed? You gonna rescind the bribe from me?
One thing is for certain. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts even more. There is no greater ugliness than corruption. Tom Thompson, Law 24.
And that's all we have time for today on Law 24.
Join us in a minute for another hourly update.
And please, someone send help. We're trapped in this studio against our will.
I literally just urinated in the corner of the studio.
Well, that's disgusting.
Wow, it smells bad. No, that really does.
I know.
I apologize. I had Subway and Thai food and
Okay.
sarsaparilla.
I'll talk to you next week.
Okay, alright.